Breaking news. This is WYFF News 4 at 6 in high definition.
Right now on News 4 at 6, a deadly accident on Lake Summit. Officials tell us the man was electrocuted this morning. They say his sailboat hit power lines.
WYFF News 4's Liz Loheis is live and local from Lake Summit in Henderson County.
Liz, what can you tell us about the investigation?
I'm live here. Releasing many details at this time. The camp manager says they are trying to deal with this tragedy internally before releasing anything to the public. Here's what we do know, that it happened around 11 o'clock this morning. According to the Henderson County Sheriff's Office, the man was either putting his sailboat in the water or taking it out when he hit the power lines. The man was in cardiac arrest when rescue crews arrived. This is a kids camp, and when News 4 first arrived on the scene, we saw children who were crying. They were visibly upset by what happened. Now, the camp is not confirming at this time if the person who died was affiliated with the camp, and this is the second death to happen on this lake in less than a week. Last Friday, a teenager drowned while fishing. We'll continue to follow this story, and we'll bring you the very latest coming up tonight at 11. Liz Loheis, WYFF News 4, live in Zirconia.
Liz, thank you. Turning now to weather. News 4 meteorologist Chris Justice joins us now.
Chris, how long will the storms hang around this evening?
We're talking till around midnight or so. Once we lose the daytime heating, the storms become a little less potent. But last night it was till 10 o'clock till we saw the storms. That could happen again tonight. Some areas haven't even seen the rain, while others are getting doused right now down toward Lawrence County, just southeast of Clinton right now, seeing some very heavy rain right around Bush River Road right here. If you live down there, have family, they're getting soaked right now. And we're also tracking the hail with this. Here's our hail tracker indicated by the blues right there. That's still about pea to dime-sized hail as it continues to push off toward the east. Not enough to issue a warning. A warning has to be inch-sized hail or greater, but enough to get your attention out there. Also now tracking some heavy downpours in southern Spartanburg County near Woodruff on down toward Enoree along I-26 heading down toward the south. Also back toward the west in northeast Georgia, we're still seeing some heavy downpours coming on through with a lot of lightning here in Gainesville. These are pushing toward the south and east, so Walhalla, Oconee County, back toward Anderson County, you could likely see these storms here in the next few hours. Temperatures are warm enough to support that. We're 80 degrees here in Greenville, 82 back toward Clemson. Some of the areas that haven't seen the storms, that's where I'll be concerned about possibly seeing some severe weather tonight because you're untouched. The atmosphere, very unstable. Imagine having a can of gas right beside you that hasn't been touched. That's what we'll be watching for later on tonight. I'll have the details on that forecast for you coming up.
Chris, thank you. It took 4 hours for the jury to reach a verdict in the trial of 2 people charged with beating a young man to death outside of a Greenville community center last year. DeBron Harrison was killed last April after police say he was attacked by a mob made up of mostly juveniles. 2 of the adult suspects were on trial. After closing arguments today, the jury went into deliberation around 11:30 this morning and reached a verdict around 3:45 this afternoon. Brittany Irby was found not guilty, but the jury found Elijah Wood, who you see here, guilty. He was sentenced to 40 years.
I would have been happy if both was found guilty, but, you know, we'll take the one. You know, like they say, you know, you win some, you lose some. With the one guilty verdict, I feel like that was, you know, justice was served.
Who you just saw there was the father of the young man who died. Irby nor Wood testified in their own defense. They say they never hit the victim. The state claims 2 are leaders of the street gang, the Hit Squad.
A Greenville man goes on trial next week on public corruption charges involving South Carolina State University. However, some charges have been dropped against Jonathan Pinson. Federal prosecutors agreed to dismiss 2 counts of wire fraud, 1 count of money laundering, and 1 count of lying to investigators. The government is seeking a 22-year prison sentence for Pinson. In addition to racketeering and fraud, Pinson's accused of trying to get the university to buy land from a Florida developer with a Porsche SUV for himself as a thank you gift.
In a major move today, the Palmetto State has gone from one of the weakest to one of the strongest in fighting human and sex trafficking. And before you think that that doesn't happen here, think again. News 4's Stephanie Trotter has just returned from a huge summit at the state capitol. What happened, Stephanie?
Nigel, Attorney General Alan Wilson is tackling what he calls modern-day slavery head-on, acknowledging it's the fastest-growing business for organized crime with multiple ties to South Carolina.
Matter who the audience is, because I want everyone in South Carolina to know that not only is it real, but it is happening in your community.
Alan Wilson did not mince words as he introduced members of his new human trafficking task force. He says the crime is off the public's radar but prevalent, just like domestic violence in the 70s and 80s.
And so we've evolved on how we approach that type of crime. We've got to evolve in how we approach human trafficking and bring the awareness up.
With FBI arrests like this one, statistics are starting to roll in on the crime that typically includes forced sex and labor. The feds broke up a ring in Columbia last year, and these two Greenville natives were arrested in a sex trafficking sting that included multiple counts of human trafficking and promoting prostitution. South Carolina's coastline and highways provide an open ticket for traffickers, and the upstate sits between two active hotspots the Department of Justice is targeting, Atlanta and Charlotte. Anderson County Sheriff attended today's meeting. His officers know to ask extra questions at nail and tanning salons, massage parlors, and beyond.
They see some girls sometime at some of these truck stops and or with like a little suitcase, like they're traveling through. So, you know, I'm convinced we have some in our area.
Wilson says this is the biggest thing he's accomplished during his 3 years in office, adding he's driven by the images he personally witnessed while prosecuting sex crimes, especially those that hurt young children, prior to becoming Attorney General. Carol?
Stephanie, thank you. One arrested, a second still on the run, both charged with attempted murder. Spartanburg County deputies say 41-year-old Christopher Davis is in custody. He is one of two accused of shooting Derek Williams on June 4th. Deputies found Williams lying in the roadway near Adger Street. The other person accused in this case is 19-year-old Amber High. She is still wanted. If you know where she is, call Crime Stoppers at 888-CRIME-SC.
Balloon pilots are talking about the festival called Aloft, declaring bankruptcy. Today, WYFF News 4's Gabrielle Komorowski spoke to a pilot who has been flying at the festival for decades.
In the 1980s, Freedom Weekend Aloft was held at the Donaldson Center in Greenville County. Anderson County Civic Center and Simpsonville's Heritage Park have also hosted the festival, now known as Aloft, over the past 3 decades. Wednesday, Aloft's board of directors said the festival is in the process of filing for Chapter 7 bankruptcy and will be no more due to lack of attendance.
I could tell the crowds were definitely down this year from previous years.
Tom Lattin has been on WYFF News 4 before and has been flying balloons at Aloft for more than 20 years. We spoke to him from his home near Raleigh.
I think it's definitely a sad thing that this rally has folded.
WYFF News 4 reported last month that the festival owed the city of Simpsonville thousands of dollars. Ticket prices went up this year, but that did not appear to help the festival's bottom line.
I hope that something will come up out of it, and maybe somebody will want to still do a balloon rally in South Carolina, maybe revamp it. I think that people still want to come to see balloons. They're still universally appealing.
Gabrielle Komorowski, WYFF News 4.
And WYFF News 4 reached out to Aloft's board of directors and the law firm representing Aloft today. Our calls have not been returned.